Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2019 NOSSCAR Tailgate 250 at Daytona International Speedway, hosted on NASCAR Heat 3. On the PlayStation 4 console, we have 26 NOSSCAR Truck Series drivers set for action here at Daytona. 100 laps divided into 3 stages and a very talented entry list of 26 drivers. Some of these drivers have won races in the NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series, and now they're here trying to win the Tailgate 250. We're experiencing some connection issues there, but I think that they've settled now. And the 15 truck leads the way at Daytona. '15 of Flyest Kid. Out front with Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 13 and second, making his NOSSCAR Truck Series debut. Oh, and Dakota Bro in the 52 went down on the apron, was able to hold on to it. Kenny Adair in the 92 truck had to really slow down there for a moment, and now Kenny has a run on the outside. The 98 of Keith Ayers keeping with the lead pack. We have a 6-truck breakaway, then the 2-truck tango, with Dakota Bro in the 52 giving the push there to the 15. There are 2 number 15 trucks on the racetrack, but it is Flyest Kid out front in the 15. We'll get back to you and let you know who the other 15 truck is. Might be Kentucky Colonel. There's a good shot at Dakota Bro. Michael Wheat, Dakota Bro, and the 3 truck was slow just in front of him, and I don't think that, the green truck of Michael Wheat really wasn't ready for that. He did not see that slower truck coming. Paid the price. Now these drivers are really going to have to regroup here in the second pack that they're in. Drivers hugging the yellow line all the way around the track. Nobody really wants to give up the bottom. You can make passes on the outside, but you need a lot of help. You need some drafting help. 3 trucks out front. break apart now. Kentucky Colonel leads the way in the 15 truck. Getting a report that it is Kentucky Colonel out front in the 15, and the second 15 truck you saw is Flyest Kid running just barely inside the top 10. In the 8th position or 9th position, I believe he's side by side back there right now. That's Keith Ayers in the 98 truck, right behind him in second. Keith was a contender in the NASCAR Daytona 300 last night in the NASCAR Motormaster Series race. Establishing himself as a threat for the win here today for the Tailgate 250. Top 5 in the stages receive points. The stage winner receives a playoff point. Coming up on a slower truck there, the 7 of Octane. Octane finished 3rd in the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series Legends race yesterday evening. And there's a big wreck deeper in the field. It's Dakota Bro in the 52. BJ Thomas in the 99 got a piece of it. Dakota gets it back going. Oh, and that was a tough deal. He was inside the top 10. Now he's outside of the top 15. He's got the 49 of Jason Armstrong just behind him. Looks like they're going to get together and draft here, and that's exactly what you need at Daytona if something like this happens. You can fall into an area where there's another truck, you might be saved, and you might be able to stay on the lead lap until the end of the stage. These drivers only have another 10 laps to go in stage 1. That's what the battle for the lead looks like, and it looks like Keith Ayers in the 98 is content with cruising, or is he? I'm not so sure. Kentucky Colonel got loose or something like that coming out of turn 4. He nearly went down into the pits. Gathered it back up, kept it on the racetrack, and leading the way. We'll have to find out what happened there. Some drivers on pit road. That includes Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 13, Dakota Bro in the 52, the 41 of Jay Burr, now exiting pit road. That was B.J. Thomas in the 99, and Pat Dale in the number 4 truck left pit road a moment ago as well. Still on track, Nathan O'Hara in the 3, number 3 Chevy Silverado. He was leading this pack, but they came up onto the back bumper of the 51 machine, Michael Birch, and they're coming to pit road, and there was an incident entering the pits. The 33 goes around. He had help. And here on NASCAR Heat 3, once these drivers enter pit road, they're at the mercy of the video game. They no longer have control of their race trucks. So neither driver is at fault, and that's just a tough break. We've seen it before. And Anthony Trippi in the 33, he's been knocking off top 5s in the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series in recent weeks. Off to a bit of a rocky start here in the Tailgate 250 in the Truck Series. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. back on track after pit stops. He's got Nate LC in the 75 right there behind him. Oh, he did. Now they're side by side battling, and there was a little bit of contact made. Nate takes the spot. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. holds on to it, and the draft might even be broken between the two. There's a pack of cars, or a pack of trucks rather, not too far behind them. leaders are coming around now. For 7 laps to go in stage 1, they're working through the lap traffic. Some of these trucks made pit stops. It's Kentucky Colonel, Keith Ayers, and Flyest Kid in the 15. I believe Flyest Kid has made his pit stop already. And now here come the race leaders, or at least one of them. Keith Ayers stays out to lead a lap. Kentucky Colonel on pit road. Led every lap since the drop of the green flag, if I'm not mistaken. We would have to double check that. He's on a roll. Now your leader is Keith Ayers in the 98. He's done an excellent job since the drop of the green flag. He's been able to keep his truck out of trouble and keep it in the lead pack when it mattered. And if the running order cycles through after pit stops the way that they're running right now, this is good points and a good start to the Daytona race here, the Tailgate 250. Not only for what was your race leader, but also for the 98 of Keith Ayers as well. Keith on pit road, surrenders the race lead. Down and away, we're seeing where he comes out to the 15, and it looks like there he goes. That was Kentucky Colonel and the 15 truck retaking the race lead. Five to go in stage 1. He doesn't have a dancing partner, but he doesn't need one. He almost has a full straightaway over the driver running in second place, that being Keith Ayers in the number 98. This pack of trucks is really slicing and dicing and battling hard for position. The 92 is Kenny Adair. He takes the inside line, but the outside line really moving, led by Jason Armstrong in the 49. Battle continues. Jason Armstrong did a great job to get out front of the pack and lead. Now they're slicing and dicing behind him. The run that they had on the outside really got extinguished once he tucked down to the inside. Dakota Bro and Timmy Brown, 52-21, just trying to hang on into the draft now with these drivers till the end of this stage. Not a mark on the 15 truck, your race leader. The Colonel leads the way. Dakota made a couple of passes a moment ago. We heard that they went 3 wide for a moment. Coming out to the start-finish line. One truck went to pit road. Made it just in time before the leader crossed the start-finish line, we believe. We're going to have to double-check that. 2 laps to go in stage number 1. That's how far ahead your race leader is. Here he is. White flag. Next time by, you will see the green and white checkers, folks. Coming out of 4, a flawless first stage of the Tailgate 250, Kentucky Colonel wins stage 1. Keith Ayers in the 98 finishes second. These drivers really got separated once they all started their varying pit strategies. Some drivers came in 5-7 laps before the leaders did, and some of them had no drafting partners when they came out. They did not coordinate it well and make sure they have a drafting partner afterwards. And some drivers went a lap down. 23 trucks on the lead lap, but we'll have 24 once Sniper gets the free pass. Might even see a wave around. Remember, we saw a driver pit with 3 laps to go. We'll see if they have anything for this man. They have an opportunity to come down pit road now, make adjustments, see what they have for the 15. Some drivers electing to stay out. Green flag back in the air. Stage number 2 of the Tailgate 250, the second annual 2019 here, Tailgate 250. Oh, and the 3 up into the wall. The 40 truck went down and he tried to come back on the racetrack, and the big one at Daytona. The 88, the 98, the 13, the 92, the 51 involved. The 28 of Jay Twizzy. The 7 of Octane. The 10 of Kevin Tattersall was involved. Back up front, they're still battling for position here. I think this is the second pack that we're looking at here. Let's back up one moment. Drivers making their way down pit road now, but this is the battle for the lead, folks. This is your lead pack. And it's B.J. Thomas in the 99 out front. Oh, and Jason Armstrong in the 49 got a little loose coming out of turn 4. Gathered it up quick. We haven't spoken very much about Nick Don Francesco in the 24 truck. There he is with his teammate Dakota Bro in the 52. They're working the outside groove. Now they tuck down to the inside. B.J. Thomas leading the way. See, the leader keeps changing his line once in a while, and then once in a while a new driver takes the outside groove and tries to make a move. The This time it's Jimmy Best in the 47, but he didn't have enough help up there, and now he's going to lose a few spots and go to the back of this pack. Now we got a newcomer. It's Anthony Trippi in the 33, and they're in the grass. Dakota Bro in the 52, Anthony Trippi in the 33. 3-truck wreck there, the 47 involved. Wow. Here's your battle for the lead. BJ Thomas out front, not for long though. We got a 3-wide battle for the lead. Robert Lohman Sr. in the 36 truck up there in second place. We haven't spoken much about him all day, but he's been up there. Pardon me. Now it seems to be just these two. 99-36. It's Nick Donfrancesco in the 24 and third, just a little bit too far behind to get their draft. Lohman looking high now. He wants to lead a race, or lead a lap rather, in the Tailgate 250. There's Jason Armstrong coming out of pit road. I believe that all these drivers will need to make a pit stop before the end of the stage anyways. So I don't think that this is going to hurt Armstrong. I think it's going to depend on if he can find a drafting partner right away once he comes off pit road. Oh, he went below the yellow line, he didn't pass him there, he kind of forced him up the track, and he's on the inside now. Lohman Sr. out front. I think that BJ Thomas is now coming to pit road. No, he's not. He made a move, making it look like he was, and now contact between Donfrancesco and Lohman Sr. And Lohman Sr. loses the lead to Nick Donfrancesco in the 24. When he crosses the stripe, it'll be the first time he's led a lap in this race. Nick Donfrancesco, and a lot of people in the garage area were looking at the 24 truck before the day began for test sessions, practice, and qualifying. We'll have to see how it all unfolds. BJ Thomas right there with them. 2-truck battle for the lead here. But again, I think that they will need to visit pit road before the end of the stage. Laps to go. Look at the line of trucks that the leaders have to encounter before the end of the stage. Not sure how much longer they're going to stay on the racetrack with all of this traffic. They might use a bit of the draft from a few of them to gain some track position, some track time. And then they might duck down pit road. Here are some of the drivers that made their pit stop long ago. Kenny Adair in the 92. Oh. Contact was made between Armstrong and the 49. I believe that's Robinson Jr. in the 13. It is. 7 truck of Octane was right there with them as well. They're at the tail of that pack. Action all over this racetrack. There is your race leader, Nick Don Francesco. Still has BJ Thomas in the 99 right there with him. They're trying to put the 10 truck of Kevin Tattersall, one lap down. But again, I don't think that he'll stay one lap down. These 2 leaders will need to pit before the end of the stage. They are on pit road. Don Francesco and Thomas coming to their pit stalls. And there you see 2 trucks parked in their pit stalls, done for the day. So that leaves us with 24 trucks left on the track. 24 drivers still going at it for the win here. 2019 Tailgate 250, second running of the Tailgate 250 at Daytona. Don Francesco back on track. As of now, Don Francesco is your race leader, and BJ Thomas is the truck that you see behind him there in second. No draft between the 2, but there's a pair of trucks drafting behind BJ Thomas. And if they come up on the 99, they're going to push him, or BJ's going to tuck in line and perhaps try to go with them and run down the race leader. You're watching the NASCAR Truck Series 2019 Tailgate 250. For more information, head over to NASCAR.com/Truck Series. Check out the rules and regulations, the point system, see what these drivers are going through. The top 5 in the stages receive points, and the stage winner receives a playoff point. The race winner receives 3 playoff points. The drivers finishing in second and third at the end of the race receive 1 playoff point each. Rather than a winner-take-all scenario for the races, we award the drivers that almost got the trophy that day. Tell you who might get the trophy today. It's Nick Don Francesco. In the 24, he's got a trophy in the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series as well. Winner over there. This is Nick Francesco's very first NASCAR Truck Series race. It's also Kentucky Colonel's very first NASCAR Truck Series race. Both of those drivers have led laps in this race, and they both might also be the stage winners. We saw the Colonel win stage 1. Now we see Dom Francesco out front here in stage 2, coming around to see the 2 laps to go mark at stage number 2. Got a heck of a battle here. 21, Timmy Brown. The 7 of Octane. They're at the head of this group. They're all hugging the yellow line. Once in a while, the drivers at the back of the line are peeking out. There you see. Oh, Dakota Bro went to the outside. Looked like he got blocked or sideswiped by the 7 of Octane, and now the 41 tucking in behind the 7. 41, Jade Burr. He's the winner of the Daytona 300 NASCAR Motormaster Series race. He also won the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series Legends race, and he would be the first driver in history to win every single race in the NASCAR Daytona Speed Week. Green and white checkered flag in the air. Nick Francesco in the 24 wins stage 2 at Daytona. And it's still anybody's race. We have over 20 drivers on the lead lap. Timmy Brown finishes 5th, Dakota Bro 6th, BJ Thomas 7th, Jimmy Best 8th, Jade Burr in 2nd, Dave Marks Jr. in 3rd at the end of stage number 2. Dustin Franklin in 4th, Timmy Brown in 5th. That is your top 5 from stage 2. Those drivers will receive points. That was their last chance to pit under caution. These drivers will need to pit probably once or twice, maybe even 3 times more before the end of this race. Green flag back in the air. Final stage for the 2019 Tailgate 250. Hope you're strapped in, because I don't know where Jade Burr in the 41 was going. There's no grip down there. He gathers it back up and gets back on the track, and there's a big wreck in turns 1 and 2. Most of them got it sorted out. The rest are still firing it back up. Meanwhile, back up front, the battle for the race lead is on. The 7, Octane, in his very first NASCAR Truck Series race, leading the way with Nick Francesco, Kentucky Colonel, Dustin Franklin in the 25, BJ Thomas in the 99. That is your top 5. The 6th truck in line is the 47, driven by Jimmy Best, former NASCAR Platinum Cup Series winner. So it's really a who's who in the top 6 here. They're 2 by 2. 3 on the bottom, 3 up top. Who's got more speed? The outside groove had more momentum, it looked like, and now it looks like Dustin Franklin was going to tuck back down to the inside. Now the Colonel does, and now it's going to be Don Francesco stuck on the top. Getting word that Nick Don Francesco might have actually had a connection issue and might be out of the Tailgate 250, and if that's the case, that's a real shame. He was up there in the lead pack in the final stage. We'll have to get a report on that for you. 24 might be done. Octane leading laps. Jimmy Best right behind him. Here's the third group. The third pack of trucks. Noah Underwood in the 88 leading the way for them. Timmy Brown in the 21 providing some drafting assistance along with the, I believe that's the 28 truck there, Jay Twizzy, teammates with Timmy Brown in the 21, Timac Motorsports. Now the 15 on pit road, the Colonel. Now here's the other 15, Flyest Kid, giving a push to the 41. 41 driven by Jade Burr. Kenny Adair in the second group in the 92, getting a little bit loose, goes through the grass, trying to hold on to it. Dakota Bro in the 52 is able to get around both of them. Yeah, there's Nick Don Francesco parked on pit road. He lagged out right in front of our eyes, and that's a shame. Truck was on pit road. It looked like that was Eddie Fikes, and I'm not sure if he's still moving or not. It appears not. As well as the 8 of Luke Barnett, they're on pit road, and it appears that they're done for the day. Kevin Tattersall as well in the 10. So we're down to, I believe, 21 trucks left on the racetrack. Bro giving a good push to Jay Burr. They're working well together. Running inside the top 5. So Jade Burr in the 41 is running in the 5th position here with Dakota Bro right behind him in the 52, running in 6th. Kenny Adair in 7th. Noah Underwood in 8th. Timmy Brown in 9th. And Jay Twizzy rounding out the top 10. But you have Kentucky Colonel just getting around Jay Twizzy now for the 10th position. So put Jay Twizzy back to 11th. Jay Burr is not too far behind the lead group, and they're battling up there for the race lead. The top 4 are. Battle for the lead. Octane in the 7 truck leads the way. That's Flyest Kids in the 15. Right there in 2nd. Octane, Flyest Kid, and Jimmy Best in the 47. And B.J. Thomas in the 99. That's Dustin Franklin in the 25. One of these trucks is not on the lead lap because Jade Burr is running in 5th, and the truck 1 lap down in this pack is actually the one second in line. Flyest Kid in the 15. Your leader is Octane in the 7. Oh, B.J. Thomas thought about going to the outside. He wasn't sure if the 25 was going to go with him. Oh, and now they're going to hang the lap truck out to dry, I think, here. Now, B.J. Thomas trying to get a run on the outside. They even tried to work together a little bit there. Now they're all around Flyest Kid except for one. That is Dustin Franklin in the 25. They have enough time. Some of these drivers need to pit again soon. And every time they come off of pit road, it really jumbles everything up for them. they need to make sure they have a drafting partner. More times than not, they don't. And everyone on pit road now except for Flyest Kids in the 15. Big move there by Noah Underwood in the 88. Timmy Brown in the 21. Kenny Adair in the 92. They're all on pit road. Flyest Kids in the 15, I believe that is. Might even be Kentucky Colonel, actually. The third group, Jason Armstrong, comes down pit road, and 8 in the 75 on pit road. The 36, Robert Lohman Sr. There goes Dakota Bro in the 52, Jay Burr in the 41. Those two have swapped positions on their pit stops. Nevertheless, they probably will work together again. They're right there with each other. They were gaining some ground on the top 4 because the top 4 were dealing with the Flyest Kid in the 15 truck, and that was really hindering their ability to cruise away. They were trying to get around them. After those pit stops, the lead has stayed the same. Octane in the 7, out front, no draft help though. Flyest Kid in the 7th position. Kentucky Colonel in 8th position, so the 215 trucks are right with each other. Noah Underwood in 9th, Kenny Adair in 10th, and Jay Twizzy in 11th. Here are the drivers running in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Jimmy Best, Dustin Franklin, B.J. Thomas. They're all, I'd say, about 3 seconds behind your race leader, which is Octane in the number 7. They're trying to run him down. Octane has no draft help. Actually, he might now. He's trying to cling on to one of the lap trucks. Yeah, they might catch him. He passed the lap truck up there. But now they're drafting. They might draft together, and if they do, then maybe they won't. Who's going to win the 2019 NOSSCAR Truck Series Tailgate 250 at Daytona? We're going to find out. I think that Robert Lohman in the 36 truck, who went a lap down there to your race leader, Octane in the 7, has some severe damage as he has lost the draft with the leader, and now he's falling into the clutches here. These drivers running in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, led by Jimmy Best in the 47, BJ Thomas in the 99, Dustin Franklin in the 25. They're gaining ground on your race leader, and they're going to catch him before the end of this thing. 36 laps to go in the Tailgate 250. What a way to kick off the season. Pit road report for you. Nick Don Francesco in the 24 truck had an engine failure running in the 6th position, had to pull off. He says he hates it for his team. He was up there, but we'll get him next week, he says. Octane's coming into camera view now. He's in the same frame as these guys. They've gained a lot of ground on the race leader, and they're still coming. Actually lost BJ Thomas a little bit here. Robert Lohman Sr. goes a lap down. He tucks in line with these drivers, but I'm not sure if Thomas is going to stay with them. Jay Burr and the Kentucky Colonel, Noah Underwood, Kenny Adair, Timmy Brown running 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. They're all pretty spread, though. The closest bunch of drivers battling for position inside the top 10 is right here, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Deeper in the field, Trippy in the 33, getting a push from Nathan O'Hara in the 3 truck. That's Keith Ayers in the 98. Remember, Keith led laps earlier in this thing. Here they come. Jimmy Best in the 47 is going to be the first one to the race leader. Octane in the 7. They enter turn 3 about 4 or 5 car lengths, truck lengths I should say, behind your race leader. And then when the camera backs up a little bit, it's more like 10 or 12. But they're there. They're in the draft now with your race leader. It's going to be a 4-truck battle for the lead with just over 30 laps to go. The 2019 Tailgate 250. He's there. He tucks in line. I'm surprised he didn't make a move on the outside. He really had a big head of steam coming to him. He caught him in turn 1 and 2. The center of the corner. Looking low now. Couldn't quite get a bumper there. The yellow line is there. And there is a rule with the yellow line. You cannot go below the yellow line and complete a pass. Nathan O'Hara in the 3, Keith Ayers in the 98, Anthony Trippi in the 33. All cruising here. They go by Noah Underwood in the 88. He's either been involved in some sort of incident or he is out of fuel. Fleet of trucks on pit road. $33.75, the 3, the 28, the 40, the 88, and more. Dustin Franklin in the 25 is your current race leader. Jimmy Best in the 47 in second. They stayed out. Stay out another lap. Now Jimmy Best looking back to the outside. Dustin Franklin, I think Dustin liked leading laps in the Tailgate 250, but Jimmy makes the move on the outside. Just these two, no drafting help, just using the draft and the slingshot boost of momentum that it gives you. Starting to wonder when the race leader is going to hit pit road. He can't go much further on fuel, I don't think. And a lot of these drivers are still going to need to pit another 1 to 2 times before the end of the event. They stay out again. Jimmy Best in the 47. Coming up on Noah Underwood in the 88 truck, not having the run that he was hoping for. He's got some front end damage. He was involved in the incident on the back straightaway, I believe it was earlier. He's currently scored in the 15th position. He's about to be put a lap down. He will be the first car 1 lap down. Robert Lohman Sr. is also a lap down. Anthony Trippi is a lap down. Several fast cars, talented drivers, 1 lap down here in the final stage. We saw over 20 drivers on the lead lap after stage 2. We saw 24 after stage 1. So everyone's really been in the fight for the win at Daytona. Now it's getting down to crunch time. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. And we're picking them off 1 by 1 here. Too many mistakes this late in the race, and you're not getting the finish you were hoping for. Jimmy Best now on the back bumper of Noah Underwood. They might even work together here for a little bit. Being the car second in line gives him a chance to save a little bit of fuel as well. You know, he hasn't pit recently. Side by side with Underwood, he goes underneath him, puts the 7-time NASCAR Platinum Cup Series race winner 1 lap down. The second pack of trucks is running down your race leader. Octane in the 7. Running in the 2nd position with Jay Burr in the 41, running in 3rd. Dustin Franklin running in 4th. I believe that's BJ Thomas there. It is in 5th. So the cavalry is coming. They're on their way, and we're going to have ourselves a battle for the win at Daytona. It's not going to be a walk in the park here by any means. 22 laps to go. 26 drivers entered the 2019 Tailgate 250 over double what entered the 2018 Tailgate 250, so we're going in the right direction. Everyone wants to race here. Everyone wants to win a NASCAR Truck Series race. Brand new logo designed by Caitlin Lord. You'll find her racing in the NASCAR B Division and NASCAR 15 Victory Edition. The battle for the lead is on. Noah Underwood back in front of the 47. Now Jimmy Best is going to have to deal with the 7 of Octane, Jade Burr in the 41, Dustin Franklin in the 25, and Jade Burr, remember he won the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series Legends race and the NASCAR Motormaster Series race yesterday. 47 into the outside wall, back down the track and into Dustin Franklin in the 25. Jimmy Best loses the lead. Octane and Jade Burr are side by side for the lead. Now Octane clears Jade in the 41. And Octane leading laps yet again. Now Dustin Franklin beginning to lose the draft with the front runners. Octane out front, Jade Burr in second, and now Noah Underwood has lost the draft with the 2 leaders, and this might benefit Dustin Franklin in the 25 running in third, because now if they get hooked up, they might be able to run down the 2 leaders together. BJ Thomas runs in 4th. And Jimmy Best in the 47 truck, the leader a moment ago, now back to the 5th position. And we have 19 laps to go. These drivers are all going to need to pit once more. Some of them are going to need to pit 2 times more. Laps to go. Underwood and Franklin are drafting. That's the pair of yellow trucks there that you see coming into the frame once in a while back there. Underwood, the first truck rather, 1 lap down in the 13th position, the 12th position rather. And Franklin in 3rd in the 25. Battle for the lead. Jade Burr looked to the outside, then thought better of it, gets back in line with the 7. We've seen it all here in the 2019 Tailgate 250. We've seen small wrecks, big wrecks, long green flag runs, pit strategy, stage 1 and stage 2. We saw new leaders for the beginning of stage 2. We've seen how important track position is. Tires are important as well, but a lot of these drivers had a strategy in mind, so that way they did not need to spend very much time on pit road at the end of stage 2, so they could have track position for the final stage and avoid any chaos and any traffic. Have a shot at the win. It's like a high-speed chess match, like Darrell Waltrip says it. Tell you one guy who's really good at these high-speed chess matches, Jade Burr in the 41. And just as I say that, he goes by Octane in the 7, but they both come to pit road. Dustin Franklin in the 25 comes to pit road as well. Now here's a good thing to ask everyone. Is Jade Burr gonna know which one he's supposed to draft with? Evidently there are 2 number 7 trucks out there. I think he knows now. I think he was looking at the intervals. That is your leader, Octane in the number 7 truck. There's Noah Underwood in the 88 coming off pit road. Going back where he was before, right around being the last truck on the lead lap, or the first truck 1 lap down. It's been a wild tailgate 250. Octane's just got to hold on a little bit more. Octane has won races on Gran Turismo Sport, and he's finished in the top 10 in the NASCAR GT Cup Series on Gran Turismo Sport. He'd love to get his first NASCAR Truck Series win in his very first start, and here at Daytona. Legendary racetrack, a place where all drivers, all race fans would love to go and would love to win. Winning a race during the NASCAR Daytona Speed Week, also a big deal. Jade Burr has cleared the lap traffic. He is now behind your race leader. Octane and Jade Burr battling for the lead. Looking for a way by. Well, we might have the bottom here. Not quite. There's Jimmy Best in the 47 truck. Remember, he was leading laps not too long ago. B.J. Thomas and Kentucky Colonel. We're in the closing laps here. The leader is Octane in the 7. Hitting the stripe now. We're in the closing laps of the 2019 Tailgate 250. Nine laps remaining. 8 laps to go. Oh, and contact was made there with one of the trucks that was a lap down. Keep in mind, he's not battling with that other 7 truck for position, thankfully. Octane just trying to hold on with what he has for the win, but he's lost his drafting partner. And he's out of fuel. Here he is on pit road, surrendering the race lead. I believe the race leader is Dustin Franklin in the 25. We'll have to let you know. Oh, and Dustin Franklin is out of fuel on the back straightaway in the 25. Oh, he's almost to a dead stop now over there. Jimmy Best in the 47. Looks like he's really slowing down as well. All these drivers running out of fuel. Getting a report that it was not Octane in the 7 truck. We have 2 number 7 trucks on the racetrack. Listens. 3 laps to go in the 2019 Tailgate 250. Nice pass by Kenny Adair in the 92 to get around Jimmy Best in the 47. Jay Twizzy running in 7th right now with no drafting partner in the 28 truck. BJ Thomas right there in 8th. Just behind him. Neither of them have a drafting partner. Noah Underwood in 9th in the yellow number 88. Jason Armstrong in the 49, running in 10th, right behind him. Flyest Kid in the 15 and 11th. Oh, and they're crashing and spinning through the grass across the checkered, across the start-finish line to the checkers. And the winner is Kenny Adair in the number 92. We lost track of some of the leaderboard there, and it was Kenny Adair in the 92 truck fighting with Jimmy Best in the 47 for the lead in the closing laps. And when you saw Kenny Adair fly by Jimmy Best on the outside, that was a pass for the lead. Plenty of fuel in the tank in the 92 Ford. And what a way to start the 2019 truck season. The defending NOSSCAR Truck Series champion, Kenny Adair, has a playoff spot locked up already. See if we can get a word with your race winner. What a wild race. Can't wait to hear from your race winner. Second running of the Tailgate 250. Do you have your settings set so everyone can hear you?
Yes, I do, sir.
Awesome. Joining us now in the NOSSCAR commentary booth, the winner of the second annual Tailgate 250 here in the world of NOSSCAR, Kenny Adair. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We saw the battle there with you and Jimmy Best in the 47. You blew his doors off. We think that he was either conserving fuel or we're not too sure what happened there. Tell us what happened there and take us through those final laps.
I just stretched my fuel out before every pit stop as far as I could, and I would say he was trying to conserve, because there at the last he was all over me. Then it seemed like he ran out of fuel.
It seemed to be that track position was the most important thing. A lot of drivers had strategy to have track position at the end of stage two. Was that your plan coming into this?
And not really. I just run my race.
Excellent. Well, it all panned out for you. You're the defending champion of the Truck Series, the NASCAR Truck Series, coming into this season. Do you think that that puts a bit more spotlight on you? Have drivers been coming up to you for advice or anything like that?
A little bit. Especially with some of the new rookies. They've been asking for a little bit of help.
Well, it's good that you're reaching out to the rookies. Thanks for taking the time to join us here in the commentary booth. Go celebrate with your team. Congratulations, Tailgate 250
Uh,
winner.
Thank you.
No problem. That was Kenny Adair, driver of the 92 Ford F-150, parking it in victory lane. Has a win in the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series earlier this season. Now has a win to kick off the 2019 NASCAR Truck Series season. Going to see if we can get a word from the driver finishing in the runner-up position at the Tailgate 250. Do you have your voice set up so everyone can hear you? Um, let's go to what is it here? Yeah. Shoot, I'm not sure. Oh, go into where your chat is, like where the chat is with you and I. Go to party settings. Go down, see where it says allow your voice to be shared. Go hit that and put it to always allow, just for now. Awesome. Joining us now in the NASCAR commentary booth, the driver of the number 47 truck in the NASCAR Truck Series, finishing runner-up in the 2019 Tailgate 250, Jimmy Best. Jimmy, it looked like for a bit that you were going to wheel it to victory lane, and we've seen you do that before, in particularly the Cup Series. What happened out there?
I was just trying to save fuel. I noticed before the last pit stop that I was going to be about a lap to a lap and a half short. So I decided once I saw everybody else pitting, I was just going to stay out and I was going to let it go where it went.
Towards the beginning of the final stage, we saw a 6, 7, or 8 truck breakaway, and you were in that lead pack battling for the lead. Describe how important it was to have that track position.
It was very important. It seemed like there was wrecks going around or going on all around the entire field. So if you were able to maintain your track position and stay out of the wrecks, it sounded like you were going to be able to stay up in the lead pack and be able to have a chance for the win.
Did you learn anything in tonight's Tailgate 250 that you're going to use moving forward?
I know who my friends are. I know who my enemies are. I'm going to use that to my advantage and make sure I have those friends around me when I need them the most. And I'm just going to go for it.
What advice would you give to? We have a lot of rookies this season in the 2019 truck season. What would your advice be to any of those drivers?
My advice to them would be to make sure you can make as many friends as possible. Don't piss off any drivers because you don't want them to be. If you want those future chances in the Cup Series or the Xfinity Series in this league, you make sure you need to keep a lot of friends and don't piss them off.
Good advice. Thanks very much for taking the time to join us in the commentary booth. Congratulations on a second place finish.
Thank you very much.
That was Jimmy Best, ladies and gentlemen, driver of the 47 truck here in the NOSSCAR Truck Series. Going to get one more interview before we close out the broadcast. The driver who finished in the third position, Timmy Brown. Hopefully Timmy's not too busy. Duke King, do you have it set up so your voice can be heard?
I do believe I do.
Awesome,
Let me
okay.
see. A loud voice. Yeah.
Awesome. Joining us now in the NASCAR commentary booth, Timmy Brown, driver of the number 21 truck here in the NASCAR Truck Series. Did I get the truck number right?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Congratulations, first off, on a third place finish. We didn't talk about you too much in the broadcast, but we noticed you in the top 10 around 6th to 10th all throughout the day. Was that your plan coming in? Just kind of hide around until the end and pounce towards the end?
Yeah, I was just trying to stay out of all the trouble. Just to be safe, ride around, stay out of, just to keep my nose clean. Don't force anything not to be, that didn't have to be forced.
We
I,
noticed. Oh, sorry, go on.
I would take this time to apologize to Nate on that last lap. I ran out of gas coming out of four. Is why he got wrecked.
Ah, I see. Well, no need for Nate to be upset because both of you guys finished third and fourth, so it's not like he lost anything. But back to my questions. I noticed that. Anyways, we noticed we noticed that all the drivers would be grouped up at the beginning of the stages for the restarts, and they would begin to scatter into groups. You would have Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3, and it would be very hard to get in a straight form line and gain ground on that group. It was easy to be stuck in the group that you were in once you got there. Was track position the most important thing in today's race?
Yes, the track position and being smart because on the restarts after the stages is where you had your most trouble because everybody was trying to get as much position as they could quickly. And with me, I would just lay back a little bit and let things happen in front of me, and I would just work from there.
How did the outside groove work today? Was it working all right?
It was good, but it was not as good as the inside. Me and uh, Pickle used the outside a couple times going around some guys, but mostly you stayed on the bottom. That's where you had to stay.
Very good. Well, congratulations on a third place finish. Thanks for taking the time to join us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That was Timmy Brown, driver of the number 21 Chevy Silverado here in the NOSSCAR Truck Series, hosted on NASCAR Heat 3 on the PlayStation 4 console. The 2019 Tailgate 250 is in the history books. Congratulations to Kenny Adair in the number 92 truck. He is the 2018 NASCAR Truck Series champion, and now he is on a great start on his quest for the 2019 Truck Series championship. He won the championship in 2018 with the playoff format with no wins all season long. And now here in 2019, what does he do? The first thing he does is come out and win the 2019 Tailgate 250. From all of us here at NOSSCAR, we're saying so long, and we will see you next week for the Fastlane 200 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, round 2 of the truck season. Good night, everybody.